got a fifth of something equals 12. So we're trying to find this whole again. So if we know a fifth equals 12, then how many do we need to times a fifth by to get a whole? So let's look. We know whatever it is, it's being split up into 5 segments. 3, 4, 5. So we know 1/5 equals 12. So every single segment of that is going to equal 12. So to work out what the whole is, we just need to do 12 times by 5. So what's 12 times by 5? 60. So you can either do 12 times by 5, or you could do 12 add 5, add 12, add 12, add 12, add 12. But we know a simple way to do that is 12 times 5. We've got a quarter of something equals 9. So again, use your bar models if you're finding it difficult to visualize it. You're splitting it up into 4 segments. We know that a quarter of this mysterious amount equals 9. So if one segment, because all of these are equal segments, if one segment is 9, then that one must be 9, that one must be 9, and that one must be 9. So to work out the full amount, the whole, to get 4 over 4, we need to times 9 by 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9 times 4, 36. So there would be our answer. So really, if you have a look what we're actually doing without drawing a bar model, you could do 9 times by the denominator, and that would give you your amount. Now we're getting a little bit more complicated because we've got 3/4 of something equals 12. So on all the other examples we had 1 as our numerator. In this one we've got 3. So if we have a look back at our bar model, 3 segments equals 12, not just 1. So first of all we need to work out how much 1 segment would be. So 1/4. So to work out a quarter we need to do 12 divided by 3, because we've got 12 and we want just one of those 3. So 12 divided by 3 will give us 4. And now we know what 1/4 is, because a quarter equals 4, we can now do 4 times by however many segments there are, which is 4. So it's 4 times by 4, because we've got 4, add 4, add 4, add 4. So 4 times 4 equals 16. So the whole amount is in fact 16. So just to recap what we did there, we worked out that 3/4 equals 12, so 3 of these sections all together equals 12. So then we want to work out what 1 segment is, so we do 12 divided by 3, which gave us 4. So once we knew what 1 segment equaled, we could then times it by the denominator, which would then give us our answer. Let's have a look at another one of those examples. We've got 4/6 of something equals 20. So if we think about our bar model, we've got this split up into 6 equal parts. We know that 4 of these segments equals 20, because 4/6 of something equals 20. So we then want to work out what 1 segment is. So we do 20 divided by the numerator, 20 divided by 4. 20 divided by 4 equals 5. So we know that 1/6, 1 segment equals 5. So to work out what the whole is, we're either doing 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, add 5, or, because we're in year 6, we know that means 5 times by 6. 5 times by the denominator. So 5 times 6 is 30. So our answer would be 30. So if I was to get rid of the bar model, to work out this without a bar model, we do 20 divided by the numerator, which was 4, times by the denominator, which was 6. So we do our whole amount, so we do our fraction of amount, divided by our numerator, which will give us our answer, times by our denominator. Have a look at this question. We've got Jack spent 2/3 of his money. He spent £60. How much did he start with? So whereas in the other video it was find 2/3 of a full quantity, we don't know the full quantity. So in actual fact you're finding 2/3 of something equals £60. So we want to find out what that something is, because we know he has spent 2/3 and those 2/3 equals £60. So first of all we need to find what 1/3 is. So if 2/3 is £60, 1/3 is going to be half of that, isn't it? Because we're going from 2 as our numerator to 1, because it's split up into 2. So half of 60 is 30. So each segment in the bar model is worth £30. So if each segment is worth £30, we've got 30, 60, 90. So in actual fact we're doing 2/3 of £90. So £90 is our whole that we were looking for. So the questions I want you to have a go at is 1/3 of something equals 12, 1/4 of something equals 14, and 2/5, 2/5 of something equals 20. Have a look at the answers. Remember, you can draw bar models if it makes things a bit clearer. So to work out 1/3 of something equals 12, we would do 12 divided by 1, which is 12, times by 3. So 12 times by 3 will give us 36. Just to show you this one in a bar model, we would have our whole split up. We know 1/3, so one segment equals 12. We're doing 12, add 12, add 12 to work out what the whole is, or that is also the same as 12 times by 3. So the next one, we've got 14, 1/4 of something equals 14. So we do 14 divided by 1, which equals 14. 14 then times by 4. So 14 times by 4, which will give us 56. So our answer would be 56. And to show you in a bar model, we've got our whole split up into 4. We know one segment is 14, so we're doing 14, add 14, add 14, add 14, which will give us 56. And finally, we've got 20 divided not by 1 this time, by 2. So 20 divided by 2 will give us 10, times by our denominator, which will give us 50. And to show you that in a bar model, This one's going to be a bit difficult to draw, but there should be 5 equal parts, 2 fifths we know equals 20. So we're doing 20 divided by 2 to work out what one segment is, which is 10. We're then doing 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, add 10, which we know is the same as 10 times by 5, so 10 times by our denominator, which will give us 50.